Okay, let's do a quick demonstration now that you've downloaded MetaTrader and you've installed the Fast Track Trader software. The news is coming out here soon, and I'm going to just do a demonstration. I'm not going to focus on trading, we're just going to focus on the tools. So here's a basic chart. We don't have any expert advisors, and we're going to go through a demonstration of Sniper. So let's take a quick look. I right click the charts, I go to Template, and I'm looking for FTT Sniper. And again, we're not going to focus on trading, we're going to really just do a demonstration on how the Sniper tool works. Okay, so let's just focus on that for right now. Alright, so when you apply the template, you'll see in the top left area it tells you C4 Sniper, tells you the version, and a few of the different settings and options are displayed here. Now let's go to the right hand corner. Here you have Move to Activate, No Buy Placed, No Sell Placed. Now remember, before we do this, you need to go under the Tools menu, Options, to get this dialog box. Under Tools Options, make sure two things. Under Objects, this box is selected. Under Expert Advisors, these four outside boxes are selected, and the four under level boxes are not selected. Okay, once you set that up, hit OK, then Chart Trader Sniper will work perfectly. So let's take a look. I'm gonna run through 4 or 5 charts, and let's just make some of this happen and just show you how this works. So I just moved to activate it. I'm gonna go to the Great Britain, and I just here it's set up as Chart Trader, so I just right click the chart, go to Template, pick FTT Sniper, and you'll see how quickly you can move through charts. And I'll let that come up. Alright, see, so the session just opened. Now let's just, for fun, let's say I think it's going to go down. I right click, I applied the template. When price changes, you have to wait for price to change, you move to activate it. And now I think it's going to go down. So I just select Move to Sell, and I move it. There. Now that fast, it gets me in at the market. My stop loss is here, and I can move this line, and that's my stop loss. The next time price changes, there, it modified the stop loss. And this is kind of neat. Watch. If you select this, Move to hide the buy lines, and you select and move it, boom, all the green lines are gone. They're out of your way. And now I take this position, take profit one line, and see you can use the candles to decide. And I'm going to put mine right there and say I want to take profit one here, and then I'm going to say I'm going to take profit two in this area. Okay, and that's it. That one's running, and we'll just come back to that one. Alright, let's go back to the Euro and say, okay, so we applied the template, it's all ready to go. If you want, you can move the lines to hide them there, and they're all gone. Now let's say I think this one's going to go up. So if I want to do a buy, watch, I just move to buy, and at the next price change, it will get you into a market order. The default stop loss is there, and then you can move it like here, to hide it a little bit lower, whatever you want. Set your take profit lines wherever you want. I think the default comes up at 15 and 20 pips. You can see here entry 35.06 plus 15 is 21 plus another 5 is 26. See that? So they do default to a 15 and 20, but you can again move them to whatever you want. Okay, so let's say it's going to slow down here, and I think it's going to slow down here. Let's let that one run. Great Britain US dollar. Okay, I move to activate, and let's say we think that this one we want to do a buy. Okay, so I hide the lines for now. If you want to do that, you can. And here's a couple of things about expert advisors. They they calculate or they process only when the price moves. So if you may see sometimes it'll sit for a minute because the candle is not changing. So you have to wait for that to happen. Okay, so let's say that I think it's going to go up, so I just move to buy. And it snaps in a market order. It's coming in. There it is. Again, the take profit 1 and 2 are there. The stop loss defaults at 20. I can move the line. Now because it's a market order, moving the entry green line doesn't do anything because I'm already there. So there's two big key things that you don't want to do with Chart Trader and C4 Sniper. Once you are in a trade, you cannot change the time frame. If you change the chart's time frame, that will totally reset the expert advisor, and it'll disconnect it from any trade you have, and you have to then, going forward, you'd have to manually manage that trade. Okay, so we have a buy on the Great Britain, the Euro US dollar. We have a buy set up, and we're just going to let these run to show you how this works. Now let's go through this dashboard. Okay, there's your ticket number. This tells you how many lots there are. Now these are active objects. If I move this, I can close the entire trade down. If I move this, it takes profit 2. If I move this, it'll move my stop to break even +1. If I move this, it'll take profit. These don't do anything. The gain, the stop loss, the entry, the lots, the ticket. This I can move to hide the lines, and this I use to activate it. Okay, so it's the same for a sell. All right, so again, I'm just trying to focus on the tool. If we get stopped out, I don't really care, right? We're just practicing. I'm just showing you how the tool works. All right, let's look at the Great Britain dollar. Same thing. We're in a buy. No movement there. Let's take a look at this US Swissy. Okay, we're in a sell, and see if it's going to roll over. And our take profit line is here. Our take profit 2 line is here. And it's, you know, and I can for sure show you how to scale out of a trade. If you think it's going the wrong way, I can show you that too. We'll see what happens. Okay, US yen, let's right click, template, look for FTT sniper. And again, if any time in the video, you know, just pause it, rewind it, and watch something again if something's a little bit confusing, don't worry. So I activate this, and the line comes in. This is sniper. So then I select move to buy, move to sell. Now personally, what I like to do is set up all my charts with sniper, and I like to have it all moved active, moved by, move to sell is selected. So if I'm moving through the charts and I see a setup, I can quickly respond to it. Okay, that's what I look for. So we move to sell. Let's say we're going to short this. And just for fun, let's move this up nice and close, see if we can get this to fill a take profit 1 and 2 just to show you. I'm going to move the buy lines, get them out of the way, and let's see if we can get this to break through just for fun. Now let's see the US Canadian. Okay, this is set up for Chart Trader. So let's say we change our mind. All you got to do is right click the chart, template, FTT sniper. And that sets up the entire chart as a template right out of the box. It's ready to go with all the powerful tools, and all you have to do then is move to activate it. Okay, and then you select this, changes to move to buy, and then move to sell. Okay, so let's do the short on this one. We'll sell this one. And I'll move the line a little bit above the top there, and let's see if we can get it to come down. And since I'm in a sell, if I want to hide the buy lines, get them out of my way, I just move that, and they're gone. Let me zoom a little bit. I hit the plus sign on my keyboard to zoom in a little bit. And it's interesting, the news really isn't moving much here. I thought this might be a good time because 7:30 there was Canadian news and US core price index, personal spending, and be a good chance to maybe get some movement to jump into some trades. Looks like everything was almost exactly at the forecast, so there's no breaking news, so maybe that's why. So we got a few of these running, and again, the terminal, it shows you all the trades you're in, and here it says the currency pair sniper, buy or sell. This one, CT buy, is for Chart Trader. And these are some old trades that I had running before. So this is just a demo account that I'm just going through the software with you right now. Okay, so there they are. And when it sells off, see, they're all set up at 21. They should be at 21 or a third, whatever it is. Some of these, if you can set to whatever you want. When you apply the template, it saves it. So let's go through that real quick. Let's say that I want to set up the properties. See here. Okay, so here's the Aussie dollar, US dollar. Okay, so let's say that I right click a chart, and remember, you just did the install. You right click a chart, you go to template, and you pick FTT sniper, and you set up the sniper template. Okay, when the price changes, it'll all come in here. Okay, so the price changed. Now we have the new template. So to modify the template, we right-click the chart, go to Expert Advisors, go to Properties, or you can hit the F7 key. Now, sometimes it doesn't come up immediately. Sometimes it takes a couple of tries for some reason with MetaTrader. I've seen that. So don't panic. Just hit F7, click on the chart, hit F7 until this little dialog box comes up. Now, this is confirm sniper actions. Default is false. In other words, you can set it so every time you place the buy, it'll say, are you sure you want to buy? And then it's like a little dialog box. You hit OK, and then it runs. So you can turn that on to slow yourself down if you want. You can. The break-even +1 auto. What that means is every time it hits take profit 1, when this is set to true, it will automatically move your stop loss to break-even +1 pip. For a buy or a sell, doesn't matter. This is for the emails. If you want to configure your system for email alerts, we have a video on that. You can do that. This is set to false. It'll send you an alert when the order is filled, when you hit take profit 2, and stopped out or anything. It tells you all the alerts are basically emailed to you. The pop-up alert is just the PC alert window within MetaTrader, and it shows you that. So if you want that on, true or false, you set that. Play the sounds. It plays different tones and sounds as entry in order, take profit, stop loss, those kind of things. Now here's the lots help. Depending on your broker, you have to check in with your broker to see what you would use. There is some variances, but these are the majority are set up. 0.01 is a micro, that's 1 dime a pip. A mini is 0.1, which is a dollar a pip. And a standard lot is 1.0, and those are $10 a pip. So for my demo trade account, this is a $5 million account. I set it up to 21 standard lots. Now again, it needs to be in thirds, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, right? You need to set up your lots divisible by 3. So it could be anywhere in between, your call. Alright, display, you pretty much leave this alone. It's always the standard up in the right hand corner. Allow hedging means can you do a buy and a sell at the same time? If this is set to true, it'll allow that. If you set it to false, it will not do that. The rest of this is just the display. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, this is a neat little feature. Trade history on close. When this is set to true, as soon as your order is closed out, the trade, it'll display on the charts what we call a script is called C4 order history pips. Basically it says you got entered at this price and your take profit was this, this, and this, and you'll see that from time to time on my charts. It's pretty cool. Now this is this is a feature if you happen to get into a trade through Sniper or Chart Trader and you change the time frame and it totally resets Sniper or Chart Trader, then what you can do is you can go to your terminal and write down the number of the ticket, the buy or the sell, and you double click and you put in the ticket number here, hit OK, and then activate the expert advisor. It will actually pick up that order. So or you could manually place an order and then use Chart Trader or Sniper to pick up that order and manage it for the take profit, the stop loss, break even +1, all those different features. So it's kind of a disaster recovery if you happen to make a mistake. The debug here is false. We set it to true if for some reason your machine or your broker is having some weird issue or it's not functioning properly. We can kind of track errors here, so we'll work with you on that if that happens. But the biggest key on this ticket buy and sell is it has to be in an order divisible by thirds to pick it up, to take profit 1, 2, and stop loss and manage it. So a couple nuances there. All right. So no changes here, but if I did change the lots or whatever, you just make your edits to how you want to do it. You hit OK, and then when this comes up and you've got it set how you want the parameters, you right-click the chart, go to Template, and then do Save Template. This dialog box comes up. And then you can just say whatever name you want. Like you might want to say FTT Sniper and then put in there your initials, like mine are BT. So you just change the name. And then when you hit save, I'll do that. And then when you come back to the chart, if you right click the chart and go to template, now you'll see FTT Sniper BT. For some reason they're caps and lowercase. I don't understand why. Don't worry about that. But there it is, FTT Sniper BT. So I know I have the default one from the install, and then here's the one I customized. So that's just one idea for you to consider. Okay? And if you click it, that reapplies the template. When the price changes, now your settings will be locked in, and you just use that on all your charts going forward. See, again, as price changes, you see how it cycles through and sets it up. And then I just move to activate. And on the next price change there, see, it snaps back in, and then you can unselect it if you want. Then I select move to buy and move to sell. I come in, I do my analysis, I draw my lines, I do whatever I want. And let's say I think that this is going to go up, so I do a move to buy. But it's that simple. You should be able to quickly trade right off the screens. And if I want to get rid of the lines that I'm not trading, I just select that and move it. So hopefully you're starting to get a feel for the tool. And now let's go through the charts and see where we're at. If there's some opportunities here. Oh, okay. See, now look at here. Very simple. We did a buy. See how it came down. It touched my stop loss line. So it reset. I love this. It reset the entire Expert Advisor. I'm ready to trade right away. I don't have to change the chart. I don't have to do anything. And here's this little order history pips. Do you see I clicked right at the top of the center, and I can move it if I want. See, so here it said, oh, we had a minus 27 pips. See that? Now if I want to go in again because I think it's done and I think it's going to go up this easy, I just move to buy again. It resets all the lines, enters me in at the market. See? My stop loss is down here, take profits are here, and we go again. That's how fast you can trade. Now I'll look for one that maybe went our way, and I'll see if I can take profits. Here we go. So this one is looking to go green. Let's see. And here, this is kind of neat. Do you see the gain? It shows you your pips, positive or negative. Let's take a look at this Swissy. Okay, let's say we don't like what's going on and we want to scale out of this trade. It's going against us. We're like, oh shoot, we're down 23 pips. So watch. Here's what I do. Take the take profit one and just put it right on the price. Now watch, when it changes the price, okay, maybe you heard that in the background, the little cha-ching. Okay, that reduced my risk by a third. And then let's take this one, take profit 2. Let's put this right at the line also, because I want to get out of here, but I don't want to get full. There we go. Okay, so that took those 2 off. See, so the take profit lines process 1/3 of your lots. It could be positive pips or it could be negative pips. So now let's say I'm waiting for this to turn and come back down, and then now I move the stop loss line to tighten it up, and if it bounces back towards this entry, I can just follow it with the stop loss line to close down the trade for minimum loss. So that's an approach to scale out. We'll keep watching that. We'll come back. All right. So here, good. Here's the U.S. yen. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. Okay, so see, it's coming down. Here's our take profit lines, and here's how on a sell. Here's 2 things. This is the bid. This is the candle is built from the bid, if you want to remember it that way. The candle price, the candle image, is built from the bid price. Okay? The red line above it is the ask. Now watch this. If I go and I go right click a chart, trading new order, look at this. This is called a tick chart, and this shows you this is where you sell at this price. This is where you buy at this price. The blue is where you buy, the red is where you sell. The difference is called the spread. Now, when you sell, you always enter at the bid. Oh, we just got stopped out. If you heard that sound, something closed out. We'll look around here in a minute. So when you enter a sell, you get in at this price. When you take profit, you get out at this price. You lose the spread. When you do a buy, you get in at this price to go up, and when the take profit line gets hit, you get profit at this line. You lose the spread. That's why you could have a line at 15 pips, and when this touches it, you don't get 15, you get 15 minus the spread. It could be 3 pips, 2 pips, whatever. Okay? That's a bid and ask. That's how this works. All right, so let's go back here and check on this. That wasn't it. Let's look at the Great Britain. Okay, great. Look at, see, our Great Britain is moving up. I'm going to try to do both. I'll put this one way up here, and I'll demonstrate when it touches the line, and then I'll demonstrate moving the take profit to object. Okay? So I'll try to show you how you can use the two different. You can see, because again, remember, you can trade with these dashboard objects. Move to close, take profit 2, move break even plus 1 will do this. Take profit 1 will process that. So you can move these objects or use the lines, whatever you want to do. Okay, so we'll see if we can get it to touch the line. You'll hear a cha-ching when it does that. Okay, so we're trying to get out of this trade. Remember, we're in a sell, and you'll see here that I had the take profit 2. See, now see it's coming down a little bit. Now watch, so I can just move this line and it'll modify the stop loss. Now here's another. Oh, I think we just got profit if you heard that. There we go. See, now the candle touched the line. See this? Or it, it's a little glitchy there with brokers. Sometimes in demo accounts it might not touch the line, but see how it got there? And look what it did. It says take profit 1. See, it tells you right there 7 pips. Now I'm up 10. And look, it moved the stop loss to break even plus 1. See, I got in at 55.84. Now the stop loss is 55.85. Automatically, it touched the take profit line, processed a third down to, see, it went from 21 down to 14. Automatically did that, and it moved my stop loss. Now watch, if I move the stop loss away, I could do that. And now when the price changes, it'll change. See, it moved the stop loss back here. But if I want to put it back, watch, I just move this break even plus 1, and it'll slam the stop loss back to break even. See? You got to wait for the price to change to do that. Now let's see if what I moved take profit 2, I can move this, and it'll process take profit 2. See that? There, and it just did the little cha-ching, and now look, it snaps the take profit 2 line at that point, and it says take profit 2, I got 6 pips, take profit 1 was 7 pips. And so you can always move your stop loss line. You can move the break even plus 1 to snap it back if you want. If you're nervous and you're like, oh, I don't know what's going on, I've taken it to where I think it's going to go, watch. If I move to close, that will shut down the entire trade. Ready? It plays a little gong, and then it draws these lines. See? It draws the C4 order history pips and says, hey, you pulled off 14, then 6, and then 8, and you're out of the trade and you're ready to jump right back into another trade. Okay? That is C4 Sniper. So let's see what's going on in the euro. We're looking at a buy there. And then if you want to get rid of these lines and the past, watch, you open up the little navigator window right here, and you open up scripts. There's this little cleanup crew here called C4 Order History Remove. Just drag that onto a chart, drop it, and when the price changes, see, it's gone. It cleaned up those words if they're in your way. You just remove them. That's all it is. All right, let's see this Great Britain. So great, we had it profitable. We got in. Take profit 1 line touched right here. Then we moved the object, take profit 2, processed it here. I showed you how to move the line for the stop loss. I showed you how to take the break even plus 1 object, move it, and it snaps it back to break even. Pretty cool. And then if you want to shut a trade down, we move to close, boom, and it shut the whole trade down, and it ran our little C4 order history scripts. So this is just a quick overview of how to operate the C4 Sniper tool. It's very, very powerful. Okay, so here we're still in. I've just got the stop loss line to follow, so that's an example of how to close down a trade. Let's look at the yen. Is there anything? Okay, good. So now we have the same opportunity with this yen. It's coming down. We're in a sell. It's positive. It's getting close to positive. See, here it comes. Now, do you know why it's negative? See, we are in a sell at the bid, the black line. Do you see the red line is above our entry? So we're at -3. That's the spread. So until that red line gets below our entry, we're not profitable. Okay, so here you'll see right now, this just on the US yen pushed down, and see how it touched the first line, and that's take profit 1, and you see how it processed it, and there it says 3 pips. Now it's not that much because see the ask is this red line. That's where you actually take profit. But we always trade off the candles to see where support and resistance is. Now if it hits the second line, right, that's the take profit 2, and you'll see it take off. See, it's down to, here it goes. See that? So it just took off from 21 to 14 down to 7. So the 2 profits have been hit. Now here's another nuance. Look, it isn't moving the stop to break even yet because price has to be 5 or more pips away from your entry, but right now it's looping and it's trying to process it. And you can see that by open up the Experts tab, open up the terminal, go to the Experts tab, and you'll see here, if you scroll up to the top, see this? It's attempt to set sell break even +1 failed. In other words, it's looping right now. It's trying over and over and over again, and it'll do that until it's able to move it there, get stopped out, or until you move the line, it'll keep doing that. So if I want to stop this looping, I just move the stop loss line myself, and that's how I manage it. Okay, so let's take a look through a couple of these charts. So this got stopped out twice, and that's how it works. When you put it in order, and if it touches your stop loss, it closes it out. It shows you what your total pip loss was, and it resets the C4 sniper tool so you're ready to trade again. Okay, that's how that works. Great Britain US dollar, see how it took our profits and we closed it down, and then that broke down. It shows us here the pips, and again, if you want to remove those from the chart, just go to the scripts area under Navigator, open up scripts, and run C4 order history remove, and that cleans it up. You just drag it onto the chart, it removes those extra lines. Alright, let's look at the Swissy. See, remember how we tried to scale out of here? We took profit 1 and 2 in the stop. It stopped us out and pushed higher, so there it tells us what happened. Under the US yen, this is great. See, we're up 5 pips. It took 2 profits off at 3 pips and at 4 pips, and I moved the stop loss. Now let's see if we can get it to break even. I move this. Let's see if it can snap in there. And if it can't, it's going to start that looping again. Up here it'll tell you, see, attempt to set sell, it failed. That means that price is too close, it can't do it. So if I leave it that way, as soon as it gets down far enough, it will move the stop loss here, or it's going to touch this and close me out of my trade. That's it. Okay, there's a couple options. Let's look at this US CAD. Okay, so now look at this trade we did. With Sniper, we said we're going to sell it, and look what happened. We got in right here as a sell, and then price went down. You know, again, it's a demo account, it's a little bit sloppy. See how it got near our take profit 1 line, and it took off 10 pips, moved the stop to break even, and then the same candle, it went right back up again and touched us out for a break even +1. So that's great. It works perfectly. See that? So we did a sell, hit take profit 1, moved to break even, price touched us, we're out. And again, Sniper resets, it's ready to go. So if I want to do a buy, I just move this, and it resets and goes for the buy. It's that fast. I like how you can flip back and forth from trades. There you go. Now I can move to hide. You click on this right edge, move to hide the sell lines. That'll clean this up. And if I want to get rid of the order history lines, I just go back to the Navigator, open up scripts, C4 order history remove. I drag it onto the chart and drop it, and the next tick, boom, there it is. Cleans everything up. Alright, so we'll let that run. Let's take a look at okay, so we're still in this, and we've taken them off, 2 of them off at 3 and 4, and now it's down 9 pips, and I'm watching this to see where it goes. Okay, there's a buy that we have. So again, I'm just trying to demonstrate to you how the tool works, not focused on trading, just getting in, getting out, using the different features. Okay, I'm not too focused on getting pips here. I'm just trading away, using the tools. So here we got stopped out again. We did a buy, and it touched our stop loss and showed you, oh, 23 pips, resets chart trader over here, it's ready to go. Now there is some news coming out here when it moves. And again, you want to get back into a trade, you just move to buy and boom, you're in again. That fast. Again, everything is around the change of the price. So I moved that, and until the price changes, see there, it takes a tick for that to happen, and then your orders come in. So don't panic. Another thing I noticed, right, if you go to the chart, right click Expert Advisors, hit Properties, sometimes it doesn't come in right away. So you got to be patient there. The big key reminder too is once you set up Expert Advisor, Sniper, or Chart Trader, and you're in a trade, you see a ticket number, do not change the time frame of the chart, because that'll reset, it'll disconnect Chart Trader from the order, and then you have to manually add the order number back to get into the trade again to manage it. Okay, so those are some of the different nuances. But anyway, that's a quick demonstration, high-level overview to get you started on how to use the C4 Sniper tool. It's very, very powerful. Okay, thanks everybody.